In Breeze Booth for Windows, you can set the photo booth to automatically open and close based on time intervals that you specify. So this is what the screen would look like before the booth is open. So I've designed a graphic here just with a few fun elements on it, and we've got a countdown to how long before the photo booth will be open, so about 1 hour and 7 minutes. When the countdown hits 0, then the booth will automatically open and guests can start taking photos. When the time is exceeded, or we get to the time where it's now closed, then we'll be displaying a closed screen and guests will no longer be able to use the photo booth. So let's jump in and have a look at how we would set that up in Breeze. So we need two screen designs for this. One is called before_session, and that's the design that has the graphic on the start screen, on the before the photo booth opens screen. So you can see here I left a space for where the time goes, and that's going to be, we're going to use a token in Breeze to specify the time. When the session is finished, we can display after_session, which is a screen to say that the photo booth is now closed. So let's come back into Breeze itself, and we'll go File, down to Photo Booth Event Info, and we want to enable Time Session. And then we can jump into the settings. And here we can set what time the session starts and what time it ends. You can either display a countdown, so in this case I'm displaying how long before the photo booth opens, but you could set that to be a start time, so instead of counting down, it'll just display the time that you've set here, so 2:15. Additionally, you could also put the end time on that screen as well. You can adjust the font, color and sizing, and the placement of that. Now the countdown text is always centered, so you can use the top offset in pixels to push it down into the correct spot. So let's have a look again. We'll just hit start. So when you run the photo booth, it goes straight into this, and now there's no way for anyone to start it. But let's just have a quick look in the advanced settings and into the touchscreen editor, because we may want to give people a way to actually override the closed booth and get going anyway. So if we go show edit touchscreen and we right click and we say session before, we can right click and we can add an action, and let's say start session now. And we can make that a hidden button right up in the top hand corner, just so no one is going to know that it's there and accidentally press it. So we'll save that. And now if we just tap up in the top right hand corner, we can actually get into that. Now if we start the photo booth again, it'll take us back to that closed screen. So let's have a look what happens when we've exceeded the time. So we'll go to Photo Booth Event Info, Time Session Settings. Now let's just bring this time forward. Let's say we will, what time is it now? It's 1:10, so I'll just put this back to say 1:05. And we'll just push this back to 12:15, so now we are after the start time and after the finish time. So we'll hit start, and now we're taken to the closed screen. So there we go. So basically we've automated the opening and the closing of the photo booth to stop people using it outside of the hours that they've paid for. Pretty easy to set up, but if you have any questions, just ask away in the comments.